Chris and Caroline, and we wanted to introduce you to ourselves in a very informal way. We thought that would be a way for you to get to know us and just understand what we believe and what our home life is like and what our marriage is like. Probably the most important thing about us is our marriage. We made a commitment to one another to stay together and to stay strong, and that's something that we believe in very strongly, and try to reinforce that every time we're around one another and every day of our lives.
I love being married to Chris. He was a fabulous boyfriend, the best boyfriend I ever had, and that was one of the reasons why it seemed okay to marry him. We both got married kind of late we were in our early 30s, or had turned 30, and that was kind of unusual. Most of our friends were already married, and so we kind of had lived a little bit and knew what we wanted in a partner and what we didn't want, and sort of had a vision individually for what we wanted our a marriage to be like. And I feel very blessed to have such a strong, committed husband and a strong marriage.
One of the reasons we think marriage is so important is because both of our parents relied on a strong marriage, and that demonstrated to us individually as children the importance of family, the importance of staying together, the importance of stability, leaning on one another through tough times and through good times as well. And that gives a strong, stable household to be in, so that growing up as children, that's demonstrated, and there's a safe harbor there.
That becomes part of your foundation as a child. You have that safe, you feel safe and secure because your parents are safe and secure. If your parents are happy, typically you're happy together.
And that's one of the things that we wanted to do for our first child, Luke, who was also adopted, is demonstrate that to him, to show him that we were committed to one another, that he could feel safe in that, and that his birth parents could feel safe in that as well.
I think one of the things that makes Chris a really great dad is, number one, he's very sensitive and he's very attentive, and when he's with Luke, he really tries to spend quality time. He really listens to Luke and really plays with him. Even though Luke's almost 2, he's just a little toddler, so he barely can talk, and he's kind of off over here, and he's off over there, and he's off over here, and he's off over there. He's all over the place. But Chris really loves spending time with him, and it shows in the time that they spend together. Chris is always responsible for bedtime. He's the one who puts Luke to bed, and he's also the one generally who gets Luke up. Mm-hmm. So, and then I have Luke the whole day.
Yeah, Caroline's a stay-at-home mom, which is great because it really allows her to connect with Luke, and we're looking forward to that with our second child. Creating a place that is fun during the day. When I come home, I try to be home. I try to be home not only physically but also emotionally, and that's a challenge from time to time and from week to week, but that's one of the things that I think any child needs, is for a father who works and is away from the home consistently, that when they're home, they're focused on them and focused on whatever that might be, whether it's playtime or whether it's mealtime or whether it's bedtime, bath time, or just hanging out in the yard or hanging out in the home,
right,
or away from the home, is trying to give 100% focus. It's always a goal. It's never perfect, but my belief is that Luke and our future child will remember that when I was here and when Caroline was here during the day, we were attentive to them.
We do a lot of things that we've instituted together as a family since Luke came into our lives. We always have dinner together. We always did that before too, when we were married. And we, Saturdays and Sunday mornings, we try to have breakfast. We try to have all the meals together if we can. And Sunday is family day. So that day we just really focus on each other. Maybe we'll go do something fun, go to the park, whatever. But that day specifically, that day we make that our day where we just kind of tune out the world and hang out together as a family.
It's tough these days to do that with everything going on. But each of our families did that as we were growing up, and we grew up in different environments. I was actually an only child, but I had a large group of cousins who I was very close to, lived very close by, so they were really like brothers and sisters to me.
Unlike Chris, I am the oldest of 4, so I have 2 brothers and a sister, and we're all very, very different. But that's one thing that I've learned, is that all kids are different. It doesn't matter if they're birth-related or they're just brought together through adoption in a family. It doesn't matter. All kids are different, and it's really the environment that the parents create that helps them meld together as a family. And my parents had really a strong home life, and they really focused on us as a family unit and doing things together as a family unit. But they also worked really hard at helping us explore our own individual interests and talents, and sometimes we did that together as a family, and sometimes, they just cheer us on. So that was really a great thing. One thing that both of our parents did for us that we have done in our home is create a home environment that is very much a sanctuary from the rest of the world. It's the place where you can be yourself, where you don't have to worry about people judging you or making comments about you, where you can just be you. It's your sanctuary from the rest of the world. And we had that growing up, and we feel like we've created that for our kids. We'll find out when they're older.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
But we really try to, not let anything invade the home that would be negative.
We know that this is probably a difficult time for you, as well as maybe an exciting time. It's an exciting time for us, looking to bring another child into our home through adoption, looking for Luke to have a little brother, a little sister, so that he can share those important times with them as well. So we know that it's probably stressful no matter which emotional spectrum you're on, but we want you to know that we believe in this process. We believe it's a process of faith and believing that your decisions are going to be the decisions that are right for that child.
Right. If that's us, that would be great.
Yep.
If it's not, that's totally fine. We know that, bigger hands are involved, and the right kiddo will come into our family that's supposed to be with us.
Our thoughts and prayers are with you, and we wish you a great day.
Yeah, definitely. Bye.
Bye.
I'm going to